Just quickly, you referred in an earlier answer, Foreign Secretary, to the British Council. What discussions are you having with the British Council about how to help? They will have staff, many of whom are locally engaged staff. There will be other people who will have to leave with their families from Russia because of this decision. Have you had any discussions with them about this?
Yeah, obviously, we have had extensive discussions, or the Foreign Office has had extensive discussions with the British Council about how we're going to handle their needs. I think it's a desperate shame that so many British Council staff are going to have to come back. That, as the committee may know, there is, following what Maria Zakharova had to say after the Russian announcement, there is still some ambiguity about exactly what rights the British Council may still have in Moscow. So we are keen to bottom that out. But we will do everything we possibly can we will look after them. And by the way, may I take the this opportunity just to thank them for their outstanding work. They've done a fantastic job. Shakespeare all over the subway in Moscow. They've done fantastic things with concerts, with young people, really showing the best of this country to Russians. And that was why I think one of the strongest negative reactions to what Russia did was from people who value the British Council and British culture.
Well, a few years ago, we unveiled a statue to Yuri Gagarin outside the British Council offices in London. And there was a big ceremony, and the Russians were very happy to have that. So that's another example. Very quick, Mike. You also said, in answer to the previous question, about the continuing UK contribution to organisations, not least in the European Union, and we will continue to do so. I welcome that very much, that we will continue to work with the European Union on these values-based issues. And thank you for saying that.
Mr. Gates. Yes, we will. And of course, as you know, because you'll have studied the detail of the Prime Minister's Mansion House speech, we will do it in concert sometimes with our European friends and partners. We may do things sometimes differently. We may have tighter sanctions, for instance, than our European friends and partners, where sanctions are appropriate. We may take other initiatives. Can I just clarify one thing, which I think is important for the committee to understand, which is the British Council representative has not been expelled. So there's still a question at the moment about how the British Council may or may not operate.